Hello, math magicians. Welcome back to Math Magical, where math becomes more than just numbers. It's a journey. Today, we're venturing into the world of graphing inequalities on a number line. We'll cover everything you need to know about inequalities and how to represent them visually. By the end of this video, you'll confidently graph any inequality on a number line. So let's get together and make math magical. Before we jump into the examples, let's talk about open dots and closed dots. When graphing inequalities on a number line, we use a closed dot when the inequality includes the value indicated by an or. Those are our greater than or equal to and our less than or equal to. That is because with these two inequalities, the answer set includes the number that we're showing it's also equal to. Conversely, we use an open dot when the inequality does not include a value indicated by an or. So just greater than or just less than. So to review, open dots when it's greater than or less than, and closed dots when it's greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. All right, now let's get these into action. Inequality number 1 is x is less than 4. So we can see here that we will be using an open dot because it's less than 4. So we're going to mark it at 4 with an open dot. And then we are going to shade to the left because the numbers to the left of 4 are less than 4. And we're going to have our arrow at the end showing that this continues on infinitely. Any number that is less than 4 would satisfy this inequality. Inequality number 2, x is less than or equal to -2. So this has our or in it. So for this one, we'll be using a closed dot, and we're going to mark it right here at -2. So closed dot at -2. And again, this is a less than. So we will mark all the numbers that are less than -2, which are the numbers to the left of -2. Moving right along, let's go ahead and jump into our third example. X is greater than 1. Well, here we go. Greater than is not equal to, it's just greater than. So we're going to have an open circle and we're going to mark it at 1. So open circle at 1. Our arrow is now going to the right because the numbers to the right are the bigger numbers. So these are greater than 1. So any number that is greater than 1 would satisfy this inequality. And last but not least, we're going to look at greater than or equal to. So we can use our closed dot because the answer can be anything that's greater than 0 or equal to 0. So our closed dot at 0, our line moving off to the right because the values to the right are the bigger values, and we have our arrow showing that it just continues on infinitely. And that's it. That's how we graph inequalities on a number line. Remember, the key is to determine if you need an open or closed dot and which direction to shade. If you enjoyed this lesson and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to MathMagical for more fun and magical math lessons. Have any questions or suggestions? Drop them in the comments below. Until next time, keep making math magical.